jumper is smooth. Darrell Banks the third drops it in from the outside, and we're tied at 5. Jacob Toppin in the game, wearing that mask, suffered a broken nose. Toppin, highly active, gives it up. Mintz, the veteran as well, transfer from Creighton.
A lot of action, not going towards the basket as of yet.
Wheeler using the Shibwe screen, pick, pop, jumper, pure.
That's one of the things he's improved.
The finish for Desher.
Rupert with a beautiful look, a little hesitation, delay, and he's got a nice smile going down the floor.
Good feel for Clarence Rupert, the Philadelphia native. Wheeler gives it up. Mintz drives in, banks it home. The Bills missed it. Rupert follow, not to the outside. And Grady tracks it down.
He was looking for a call on that offensive rebound.
Wheeler. Skywalker!
I'll weigh a lot of credit for just the attitude that these guys came in here tonight to play Kentucky.
Kentucky, number 2 in the SEC in scoring, just under 80 points per game. Number 1 in shooting, 48.4%. Ball movement leads to Wheeler. Dump it inside. Shibwe puts it down.
Pretty
inside. The follow goes. Drame patrolling the glass.
And Defo with a strong drive, though, got squeezed.
Brooks breaks free, finishes, and the foul. A chance at a 15th board of the night. Kentucky with the ball, up by 2.
St. Peter's back into their zone, matchup zone. You notice with a lot of pointing, that means you pick up the next guy in your area.
Shibwe clears space, and he puts.
Brandon Huntley Hatfield with 6. Alley-oop to Shibwe down low, surrounded by 3 bodies. He'll get fouled and puts 50% around the rim. That's a win for Tennessee today because that's not his normal number. They force it into Shibwe. He spins up and in underneath. Platchitsar. Size of Tennessee at that 4 and 5 spot can just swallow clubs up. Wheeler penetrates and then he'll kick. Washington's 3. Yes, it does go down. Timeout, says Cal.
Because of the injuries, but they need a huge game from Robbins.
Here's Ty Washington. Shibwe, offensive board. 1 out of 5 Kentucky misses. End up with Shibwe.
Quick.
Cal first fell in love with the dribble drive when he was at Memphis. Took him to the Final Four. Pippen, no whistle after the Mintz contact. Transition 3. Count it! Jordan Wright shares it. Malora Brown on Shibwe. Blocked with the left hand. Wheeler in the open floor now. Push ahead Mintz. Great recovery by Miles Studi. Shibwe, double. Here's Mintz. Yes. Jacob Toppin on the floor. Wheeler 3rd in the country in assists, nearly 7 per game. Mintz looks fine. Here's Toppin. Pull up. Tough. 7th free throw attempt of the year. He was only a 3-star recruit. Came into this year as the preseason player of the year in the league.
And I think the good news for Vanderbilt is it's not been the Pippen show. They've tried that before with him scoring over 30. If they're going to beat Kentucky, it's got to be a balanced attack.
That's
out their glue guy, Keon Brooks, who's been out with those 2 fouls. Coach Calipari started to send him in the game. He says, no, come on back. I don't want to risk it. Bryce Hopkins looking to check in.
Shibwe. Old
location and moving off the ball by Grady.
Ends a 13-0 Vandy run. Shibwe the rebound. 5 on 4 if the Cats want to push. Brooks points from the line. Pippen. No, that last foul was on Toppin, by the way. Shibwe will start to break.
Well, his supporting cast has been good, but Pippen's going to have to make some shots.
Shibwe rolls it home. Chapman. Swatted by Shibwe. 7th block for the Cats. Washington. Toppin. What? Right. Again.
He's had an answer every single time. Best thing he did there was quiet the crowd just a little bit. This game was close to getting out of hand. Keep it within striking distance for the under 4 timeout. Give yourself a chance.
Sheboy got Robbins in the air. Dumped down to Ty Washington.
While here, Florida trailing by 5. Sheboy clears off the miss.
You got to get back if you're the Gators.
Mintz going straight up with it. Got it.
Rugi knocked it down just inside the 3-point line.
Grady. His three doesn't go. Oh, it did go. I take it back. 9 for Castleton. Leads cut to 6 on a 10-0 run until right there. Sheboy.
Morrell, that's pure. And Matt Morrell finally has his first bucket. The guy they got to get going. He's shooting 41% in SEC play from 3. A big-time scoring guard for Kermit Davis. A sophomore from Memphis. There's 10. Joyner with 4. Those two with the 14 of the 27 for Ole Miss. This is trouble. Wheeler, always a blur. Washington, transition 3. I'm just telling you what, Duke. He played sparingly at Mississippi. That's Hall. He's from Jackson. That would have got it back to a 7-point game. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark late in the first half. Wheeler flips it to Sheboy. That's so good. Has been active. He's deflected a handful of passes today. That's a tough one from Fagan. Mintz transition 3, got it! How quick a performance against Arkansas. Meanwhile, Morrell with a response. That's his 3rd triple. Back to an 8-point game. Ole Miss fighting hard tonight. Been down by as many as 13. Back to single digits, though, early in the second. Wheeler to Sheboy, and he puts it in.
Projected top 5 seeds by the man Joe Lunardi, most of any conference. And 6 SEC teams are in the top 25 of BPI. That's the most of any conference. It is a gauntlet indeed, gentlemen.
Yeah, Marty,
you know that?
Well, yeah, I did, because there's 4 legitimate Final Four contenders in this league right now. I was on with so many times. It's on both ends of the floor, too. It's the work before the catch, and then when it comes to the rebounding thing, it's the work, the positioning, when that shot is up in the air or bouncing off the rim. Top in.
Davis, fadeaway jumper with the left hand. Sheboy tips it to himself. Rebound number 9.
Amazing. Nobody else gets a rebound.
Well, he had 28 in a game earlier this year, which is unheard of, and he's had several games of 20 or more, and he's up to that kind of start today. And a 3-pointer goes for Note. Back steps, 3-pointer. In and out. Brooks will clear it for Kentucky.
They got to push it. Wheeler's pushing it now. Run with him.
He runs by everybody and leaves it for Sheboy out the window. Won it in overtime. And here, Arkansas has had the lead almost throughout the game, except the opening basket of the ball game, and now their lead's in danger because Kentucky's putting a move on, and they've cut it to 1 with Keith
Williams, such a smart player, great basketball IQ. For a center, he's very versatile.
Wheeler with the push inside. Sheboy with a hook shot goes. Folks, during the entire timeout. Here we go.
Sheboy was unbelievable. I agree with you. Slight lead for the Razorbacks, so I won by an eyelash. But got more enemies than anybody.
Got a lot of ball left, too. 2.5 to play. Wheeler working against Note. Now, long 3, and it goes for Gray.
Numbers from that game. You see Ty Washington had a big game. He is in the starting lineup and on the floor tonight. Number 3 had his leg rolled up in that Florida game, and it was very scary. And there he's Chandler has 13. They've nearly outscored Kentucky, the 2 of them. Grady, wide open 3, needed it, and he got it. They left. 5 on the shot clock. Ziegler bounces one and is picked off by Sheboy. Grady open for a 3. That's good. Live ball. Awfully impressive performance by Tennessee tonight in front of this home crowd, none of whom have left. And many have spent most of the game on their feet. Look out. DeRuggi given space. He will launch the 3, no good. Castleton. And that ball is won by Washington.
Good job by Washington. Get involved in the fight from that guard spot. And just continue to short closeout on Washington and Wheeler.
Appleby is the guy fronting Sheboy down on the baseline. Ty throws another one up. And it goes in. Shooters.
He choked it back down. He's got a chance to keep it there.
Ryan alley-oop. Brooks, like a volleyball player, deflects it back the other way. Grady, foul, and he makes the basket. What a fit tournament. Yeah, they got Kentucky here, they got A&M, and they have Auburn and Arkansas. 4 quad 1 opponents for Florida in the 4 games they're playing, including today. They go back down to Sheboy, and boy, you talk about it.
They can beat you if the game is in the high 60s. They can beat you if the game gets in the 90s, and they proved it this year.
Nothing but the bottom right in front of it.
Andy Kennedy. Yes, Andy Kennedy's had Andy Kennedy.
I love
he's had a lot of late night pizzas.
I don't doubt that.
Okay, well, yeah. He says absolutely pineapple on a pizza. 1-0 Jimmy. Move on to the next topic. Andy Kennedy's got a ball club, man.
Andy Kennedy can coach. He has poor taste in pizza, but he can coach. By the way, Deb Moore, the SID for Kentucky basketball, just says Ty still being evaluated, lower leg. As Sheboy puts in another one. Run out the clock with 38 to go.
No Jacob Toppin today, no Ty Washington for a long stretch. If Kentucky is healthy, they are the best team in college basketball as of right now.
Wheeler kick, Grady. Exclamation point, Kellen Grady's 3.
Get on top of you as a shooter. They're going to top block you on your cuts and deny hard with their body pressure 1 pass away. Kentucky must understand how physical this game's going to be.
Wheeler had a lane. He kicks it. Grady 3, just like Jimmy talked about in the open, and he knocks it down.
That time they find a shooter on the backside, but there's the same action.
Set a screen on Wheeler, and we've seen how that's ended for Wheeler a couple of times. Some aggressiveness on the boards for Bryant, but it's Kentucky coming away with it. They got Sheboy down the floor, lays it up and in.
How special is that? The speed is...
Stevenson, the Washington transfer, another pull-up. That one no good. Brooks came down with a rebound. Look at Wheeler move through some traffic. Finds Grady for a 3, and he buried another one. Boy, Wheeler really is the guy that runs this. It speaks to the nature of their offense. They all go to spots, and Wheeler knows exactly where they are. Here's Grady, breakout. And a flush. Kellen Grady off to a good start tonight. He's got 8. And they do that in 30 seconds. Stevenson missed, rebound, Kusnard up and in.
You ask about South Carolina's offense. Get on that offensive glass, man.
Well, somebody forgot Davion Mintz. That was a big mistake. He knocked out a 3. They got to get some stops, though. Kentucky shots are coming, and they're easy shots. Like that. Great pass, Wheeler to Ware, and it rolls in.
Randy, that's basketball in a nutshell.
Deshaun has 7. He's leading the way. Levesque also.
South Carolina is a heavy fouling defensive club. Tonight, only 5 so far. It's been Kentucky that's been doing the reach and been called with a whistle.
Collins got out of the jam he was in. Wheeler, great dish, and that's Toppin. Pretty pass that time.
Yeah, Wheeler can see things below.
They're waiting to get Stevenson back in the game. This is a critical part here. 9-11. Got to keep it there. Sheboy from Wheeler with the alley-oop.
Once again, Cal goes empty corner. 2-man staff put their head down, like started shaking it like, you got to be kidding me. It's okay. It went in.
Great pass. Wheeler, Sheboy. And what a second half Oscar Sheboy is having. When he was there, because there was no room for him in the house. Way off with that 3, Kusnard. Here's Wheeler, who just saw the ball actually go through the basket. Now the assist to Keon Brooks. And the largest lead of the night.
Now Calipari may start grinding away with his offense with play calls. You know, taking a lot of shots, Ravi. Maybe 10 or less on the shot clock.
Wide open, Davion Mintz finds the bottom, and they go to 70.
Bama's gone 4 minutes without a field goal. Missed their last 7 and then a turnover. Davion Mintz is coming off of a career high. An inspired effort with 21 against Vandy. Nice look. And a physical finish inside by Lance Ware.
That's what you get when Ware comes in. Sheboy goes.
Ellis. It looks share. High percentage look.
It's a paint touch game against Alabama. It's not a three-point shooting game this year.
Mintz with the 3.
Boy, can they put pressure on you in a hurry, in transition ball, but it is the right call.
They didn't just talk about it, they did it. That was the key part of their shoot-around this afternoon here at Coleman Coliseum.
Well, being very physical with Sheboy down low.
Second straight game that's happened. Wheeler finds the big, and he finishes. In any language, this guy is a power inside. All the way into the corner. And Bama's struggles from deep continue. Alabama just 2 of 16 from 3. Push ahead.
What a pass.
Beautiful finish by Brooks.
What a pass by Sahvir Wheeler. I'm not sure what's happening here.
Sahvir Wheeler with the steal. It's a construction zone, and after everybody put up bricks, Grady. Davison, a wild pass picked up by Mintz. Saved by Wheeler. 3-on-2. And Ty Washington gets it.
No, that's how you advance in March. You have to be able to win games in the 70s or 80s and sometimes in the 50s or 60s. And Kentucky can do all that and above. They are the real move, and a nice one at that as it drops for Jordan Wright.
Mismatch on size. Wright goes 6'6", can take it inside, goes out.
13-4 on the year with the starting 5 that you see at the bottom of your screen. Keon Brooks coming off a career-high 27 to knock off the Jayhawks. Grady, one of the
jump over the top.
Here's the 7-footer Robbins. We talked about fade and fire off the mark, tapped around and into the hands of Grady.
Well, it didn't take him long to get a shot up, and that's good.
That's what you want to see. Wheeler to Grady. Another 3. Another make for Kell.
2 games having a concussion. That didn't help. But we'll say this about Auburn. There is no team as electric when they're playing well either. Thinking A, could he get to the NBA? B, the transfer portal. Well, everybody was entering the transfer portal. And so they re-recruited, thought they could get more help for him. And they have. Chapman has picked up some slack. Now he's been injured most of the season.
7-point game, 4 minutes remaining first half. Mintz on a rise and fire. Silky.
Mintz came out the other side, got the jump shot. Not a good pass.
Now tried to rifle it into Robbins a little bit behind him. Mintz feeling it. Mintz got it from 3.
When they all get healthy, and it's the first time the big center Robbins has played, he thinks he's got a team that can compete and play with anybody.
They're certainly competing tonight. Now the question is, can they withstand another Kentucky run? You know it's coming. Here's Mintz on a 3. Vandy's on a 7-0 run. 3-point game from Rupp Arena. Sheboy gets a breather. Ware playing big. Number 55 up top. Screen for Wheeler. Drive and dish. Brooks sets his game. Mid-range. Go on the other end.
Quality of shot is vital down the stretch.
Mintz wide open. Yes. Inside. You got to finish there if you're Robbins. Wheeler going to bleed some clock.
Keep an eye on Mintz.
Drive, dish, Brooks.
Weapons when Brooks is shooting like that. Not.
Brown turns the corner. Martin's going to try another one. And the long rebound down to Grady. Grady steps into a 3. And communication between those two is great.
Well, Mitch Lightfoot is in his 6th year now at Kansas, and he has played his best basketball of late.
Last year, and the preseason pick for the player of the year in the Big 12. Ball is loose. Cats have it, and Brooks and is still favoring that a little bit.
McCormick remains on the bench for Kansas. 2 points, no rebounds for their big man. Sheboy on the bench right now for Kentucky. Wheeler off to Ware with Seth Greenberg and LaFonso Ellis. Big news out of the football world, of course, with Tom Brady announcing his retirement, and also a big win for Alabama. Boy, have they had some huge wins, but also some, surprising losses at times. But they beat Baylor today as Brooks knocks it down and in this game. Coming off the 37-point effort Monday night against Texas Tech.
Well, Kentucky has not helped off of Abaji at all. John Calipari was going to make somebody else beat him, not Ochai Abaji.
They close out on Brady in a hurry. Wheeler up top, and Brooks with a slam. Brown almost had it ripped away by Sheboy. Now resets, but leaves it short, and Sheboy with another rebound, his 9th.
Yeah, Brown trying to post up, but he's not a post-up player. Had to take it back out.
A career night is to back up. Yep. Back up. 9 minutes to go and a 16-point lead for Kentucky.
Back to the triangle and 2. And this gives Kentucky the opportunity to run more of their man offense. Gives them a little more space to run cutters.
Brooks. Constant motor
this weekend. The game against Auburn, they were playing really well with him and looked like they had a real good chance to win it. And when he went out, sort of the air from Kentucky. Kellen Grady. Splash. Boy, his team has more than 3.
Ravi, I'm hoping that was an ankle and didn't involve the Achilles as well, because he was putting no pressure on that thing. Right off that floor.
Kellen Grady, the floater, baseline, that's a good shot. Kellen Grady checking his right ankle. Molinar against Wheeler. No good. Good rebound in traffic by Ware.
And good job by Wheeler to stay just in front of Molinar enough to not let it be an easy.
Keon Brooks.
SEC tournament and make some real noise. And I asked why. It's not only talent, it's cohesion, it's belief in self. And that comes from Coach Howland down. They really do feel like they can do special things this season.
Well, they can. Here's a baseline jumper, Keon Brooks.
Mike Molinar.
Mintz, I guess, right? Being careful, 4 fouls. Next one, you're out.
Had to.
Wheeler rarely goes to his right. He did there. Grady, wide open 3. Got it! The ball. He is not a 3-point shooting threat.
5
other guys.
Yeah, 25% coming in early in the clock. Just a bad decision by Jeffries.
Big trip here with $1:20 to go and up by 3. Wheeler runs right into Davis. Brady's going to have to shoot with 2. Oh, Kellen Grady scores the.
You said, the greatest maybe at blocking shots.
Bill Russell, a lefty, puts that hand up there, challenges everybody with the right.
Washington, pull-up jumper, got it.
Love his middle game, this kid.
Defender and a rebounder, always.
Not a bad sub in Carball. Can be physical. He's not a driver. That's part of the problem. Go to him there.
He's asking for it.
Yeah.
Wheeler. Leaves it for Sheboy.
They're going to just bring it.
For Auburn.
How do you get them scoring right now? They're running their sets. They're doing a good job on a ball screen.
Brooks. Mintz got his guy in the air and got the jumper.
He can get it going. This kid's confident. Baseline, ducked in on this side. They went the other way with the ball. Good
Flanagan trying to get it back to Colwell. It knocked up in the air, and Kentucky's got it back.
Well, they are tenacious.
Brady got a 3.
Goodness, and Wheeler.
A&M comfortable so far on the offensive end. They're 3 of 5.
3.
Wow.
And an air ball. Texas A&M comes into this game #1 of the league in 3-point shooting. Brooks with an and 1. Follow up off the miss. It's Aaron Cash with the stick back. Brooks from the elbow. Book it.
Boy, back.
Wheeler to top it and a silencer.
Now 0 of 3 from the free throw line. Does not look comfortable there tonight.
Under 5 minutes to go. Washington rise and fire right between the eyes of
5-5. And a great matchup of speed right now with Wheeler and Ziegler. Brooks from the corner. It's a long 2. And the one thing, he needs some help. Finally gets it over, but in a tough spot, and it's turned over. Wheeler to Lance Ware for the flush.
Because of this, Dan, you will get silence for a short period of time. Congratulations.
Oh, so it's a win-win. Kentucky by 7. How about this, Jay? They are shooting 13 of 17, 76% from the field. I know you've got ice cream. You can grunt once if you approve, twice if you disapprove.
Well, a lot of that has been their defensive intensity. What a grab.
Wow.
What a grab. Washington.
Vescovy banks it home at the other end. Kentucky at 64 points already. Make it 67. And knocks down his second 3 of the game.
It's all about getting his feet set. Just gave a little fake. Kentucky backed up, gave him that room. Kentucky going in their horns down set. 2 up top, 2 in the corners. So you roll up the first one, easy bucket.
Wheeler with a beautiful left-handed.
Fantastic young man, but so socially aware and active in the communities, and you applaud him. Whenever that ball is grabbed, I think the ball knows when it's Sheboygan. Because they're going, wait a minute, 2 hands exactly at the same time. It's Oscar.
Number 10 on the season for Sheboygan. 10 on the season, 10 on the game, excuse me. 10th rebound in the game for Sheboygan.
He wouldn't be a very good rebounder if it was 10 on the season.
Yeah, if it was 10
on the course of the season. But I thought he was at his best against Colorado, where he's just a connector.
18th turnover, committed to buy the balls, and it's a run out into the game. Step back for Powell, tough shot.
What a rebound.
That is Quentin Dubunje, a freshman from France, getting some run here at the end of the game for Tennessee. Bryce Hopkins in the corner, getting in on
everybody to stand down and now jump up, and it's Kentucky and Sahvir Wheeler that have the ball first. Kentucky starters 13 of 14 games, 10-2. As you take a look at their starting 5, Wheeler takes it all the way at the baseline. That guy is a special player. Ty White
and the Panthers of High Point in purple, coming in at 6-7 on the year, hailing from the Big South Conference. Kentucky wins the tip. We're underway from Rupp Arena.
You know, Mike, rarely will you have John Calipari say the words he said after the Missouri game. He said, hey, we're good. He said, we defensively we're good, we rebound. If we push the basketball and get a fast pace going,
Duns, but now he has dipped into those transfers. You see, C.J. Frederick would have been a huge three-point threat to go along with Grady for Kentucky, who, of course, is out for the year. But here's the line, a bucket some way, somehow. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Kicks off the back iron into the hands of Brooks. Here comes Wheeler to Brooks. Gliding and finishing with the left. Drive and kick. Tough shot, off balance that time.
Beauty.
And then a slam by
there. This young man, that's not part of his makeup. He's calm. He understands the game. But again, he's also playing with veteran players, and that really helps.
Much needed 3 for High Point. There's their leading scorer, John Michael Wright, preseason All Big South, top returning scorer in that league. You know, you mentioned Ty's size at 6'3", about 200. Oh, come on now, that's not even.
He's going to have a layup. So many options for John Calipari to work with. You've got guys doing this.
Steal by Kentucky. Wheeler finds Grady. Feeling it. Get out of here. He's in and out. Like the Larry Bird 60-point night.
Against the Hawks.
Against the Hawks, where the Hawks players got fined because they were laughing and cheering Bird by the end of the game. Wide open, tie. And you see not only the 2 turnovers, but there is indeed Missouri's first foul. So nothing much for the Tigers 1 minute in. Here's Ty Washington. Tees up and buries. Top scoring offense. They average more than 83 points a game, and they've done it against quality competition. Gordon offline on his first look from deep. And here he goes. This is Wheeler. Behind the back finds Brooks. He steps into the mid-range. Morgantown for a year and a half decided otherwise, and here he is making a huge impact for the 18th ranked Wildcats. He secures that loose basketball. Here's Brooks.
Yeah, that's Wheeler.
Non-conference play, I should say. Nice take to the rack that time. And Missouri's back within 1. Mid 6-3. You're ranking rebounders from the last 2 decades.
Just know I'm always ranking the former players.
Hosts.
The former players always get ranked above the host.
There's Washington. He wants a 3. Yes, splashes it. A strong board by Trevin Brazil, the Springfield, Missouri native, tracked it. Here's turnover. It is a giveaway. 9 seconds. Brown can operate well from this deep, away from the hoop. Attacks and missed the layup.
Coming off the rim, his reaction skills are top-notch.
Dura Gordon couldn't answer. Kentucky has trampled its latest 2 opponents on the glass tonight, +5. There's Brooks with the floater. Kentucky's catching its stride, at the right time as SEC play is beginning.
You see them continuing to press there, and it's not always just to create a turnover, it's to create something.
Sugar. Free throw line jumper. No goaltend there. Washington pulled his hand back. And now Wheeler pushes. That's a 3. Anderson in the paint, throws it up in the left hand. They needed that.
Yeah, they got to be aggressive. You got to put it on the floor, take it to this back line of the Kentucky defense.
Up in the air, and he got stuck to Jarius Hamilton. Wheeler, kick. 3 ball, rattles down. Not impacted at all. And that time he boxed out Sharp, and that led to a rebound and a run out for Wheeler. Good find, and another flush. 20-point push is going to be an awful lot harder without Sharp. Cameron Justice up to 6. Washington 1-on-1. Good help defense there. Wheeler. Pretty. It just open. Points starting to pile up in Justice as he lays one in off the window. Wheeler went all the way to his knees, and Ty Washington. Oriema had that happen with Paige Beckers recently, and she had knee surgery. His point when he was asked about that after the game was, I like my team much better when she's on the floor. I don't care what the score is. I don't like my team without her on the floor. 8 rebounds, so he's 2 rebounds shy of 30. Remember Kellen Grady had a good night tonight? You kind of forget about that.
6 on the shot clock. A runner by Davis. I think he was trying to draw the foul from Wheeler. Didn't get it and didn't get the basket either.
They're going side to side, making the D work.
Deep 3 for Washington. Got it. Boy, what a stroke. That was right.
Like to take that left away. He is a speed. Fronting it up here. Love.
Wheeler, a dish. Up in the finish.
Side, post up, beg for the ball, can step outside. The other guy was De'Aaron Fox, had a big game.
Yes, he did.
24 and 10 assists.
It was so fun. That's one of the funnest games I think I've ever done.
It was incredible.
Wheeler, they're actually starting to try to double team him. He's been that big of a pain. Sheboy.
Turnover the way Wheeler forced him.
Wow, nice lead pass. And blocked by Bacon on the other end.
What an effort.
Everybody going about 90 miles an hour right now. Wheeler said, let's take a breather for a second, set something up.
I think Cal had an influence on the sideline, by the way. Put up the stop sign.
Sheboy got the outside jumper. Charlotte native. Second free throw off the mark. Wheeler keeps it alive. Why not?
Absolutely.
Kicks it outside. Three-pointer. Yes.
That's where he is to...
Georgia Tech, so they're 1-0 in the conference.
And beating Michigan before, I thought they were ready to go.
Yeah.
That's why this is surprising. Wholesale subs in here.
Brooks up and under.
Boy, attacking Edwards, Mike Brady great at mixing up defenses too.
Yeah, for sure. One for 12 now from three-point land for North Carolina today.
Brady very good without the ball, as all good shooters are. Trying to get into a lane. Low. How about that?
Hopkins barely inside the arc. There's a good dish underneath. They don't finish it though, and now Wheeler might steal it himself, and he does. And one more dime.
They're playing with so much energy from the beginning of the game.
He's got to be a factor for this team. He's been an enigma this season.
Yeah, he's been struggling. He's an all-ACC guard. That last play is the Prentice Hub we're used to seeing. Decisive. He had 8 turnovers against Texas A&M. He's only had 8 the rest of the year.
Alley-oop, Bennett.
Well, I heard some of what you said, and you said back then you guys all got together and said what we have is enough. And you talked to them about the same thing.
Indeed. Brady got a good look, and he buries.
You did in the first 4 minutes, and that's why you were up. These last 3 possessions, that's been the difference. Sheboy to Wheeler, alley-oop pass. There's Jacob Top. Your alma mater. How good is this Arkansas squad?
Very deep and offensively talented. They've got a bunch of guys that can hurt you. And aggressive. They showed a lot of toughness in that win against Cincinnati. There's for most of their points, making about 6 threes per game. Strangely, not getting to the free throw line as much as you'd expect them. Only making about 11 free throws per game.
Oh my goodness. There's 6 minutes to go, first half. Not a good decision there. Toppin with an easy block. Kentucky with numbers. Toppin finds Wheeler. Kick out Grady. Open 3. Got it. That's what they want.
They want right now, but then Kentucky enters into a strong stretch, true road game at Notre Dame, and then Ohio State and Louisville.
I always feel obligated to mention this, even though it sounds obvious. There's an open look, and that's exactly what Kell.
From a defensive standpoint, if you're Sahvir, Wheeler, or some of the other guards, you can get away with taking chances defensively because you know you got the big boys helping you behind.
4 on 2, Mintz makes him pay on the 3. Corner 3 on the way, and that one is perfect.
And they'll get him a few different ways. That's one way. They like to play through the post. And then you saw the previous possession try to run off some screens.
Healy, a 50% three-point shooter on the year. Coming into this one was 8 of 16. Ty.
Getting out in that passing lane. Easy 2. Keon Brooks is going to benefit from playing that passing lane too.
Sheboy gets his 11th block of the year.
Oh, the big fella's running.
Brooks, catch, shoot.
Bright lights, Rupp Arena. Got the switch they want.
Player, he says, full of courage. He says,
yeah.
I could always count on him to be the toughest dude and wanted the ball in his hands.
And
Never shy.
The pass will always move faster than the dribble.
Central Michigan
with 22 now. Kentucky's biggest lead was 31, 45-14. Kentucky with 48 points. It's the most they have scored in a half this season. They had 46.
Sahvir is at the free throw line area as Grady and Ty are up high.
Washington. Loose ball. Brooks had it, lost it. Now it's Washington.
So you have your best.
Right into the hands of Cruz. Little Euro step in the lane. That won't go. And Ty Washington out to Wheeler. Alley-oop to top it. Oh! Put it down. 10. Washington steps inside the arc. Got it. His first basket. Washington, man, what a night. He just can't buy one. That was halfway down the cylinder. Little floater this time goes. For Kentucky in their win against Albany.
Boston kid. Very excited to call his game.
Love it. Boy, had nowhere to go. Ran right into a couple of big men in Collins and Sheboy. Washington got it. Second game because of an illness. And for Brooks, was out here shooting before the game and didn't feel well, so they sent him home. Great. Hendrickson. Can't get that to go. Ooh. Sheboy with it.
Little strong breeze coming through on that shot.
Up ahead, deflected. And wow, give the basket. Hickman can't get it to go. Sheboy with another rebound.
Here's where Kellen Grady can set up for a three.
Go inside, though, to Collins with the easy two. 19 from behind the arc tonight. Rebound to Dante Allen.
Into Rupp, and the experience of his family being here, growing up here, and obviously playing on this court, he'll remember that.
Allen with a dunk from Bethune-Cookman. That's his first field goal made of the year.
Is it really? I was going to say that's a beautiful catch and shoot. Looked like he'd been doing that a lot more than one time this year.
He's 0 for 8 from the field. How about Hopkins? 2. Hopkins has 2.
The value of him getting these game minutes, and a lot of it, yeah, Keon Brooks is out. Dante Allen feeling it.
Boy, now they're 16 from the field until they got cranked up in their last game. Sheboy, the easy rebound. Ty in the lane, and count it. He'll head to the line. Baseline jumper, no good from Doles. Here's Wheeler.
See how he just pulls that out, Dave. He doesn't take it into nothing and force up a bad shot. Probably a younger player, a less experienced player would do that. Instead, you try some open looks for him. He's got to move and make himself available.
Brady averaging 9 points a game. Tonight he's 0 for 1 from the field. Wide open. There you go. Right on cue, Joe.
Right side. They're just going to crowd him anytime he's in a pick and roll.
Both teams just 1 for their last 7 from the field. Catch and shoot. Washington knocks it. Roster, the most ever under Coach Cal. 7 newcomers. 4 of those are transfers. But it is a well-balanced group. Maybe the most balanced group he's had since he's been here. You've got, as you mentioned, the depth, and you've got some upperclassmen and not all freshmen. You've got young talent.
It's a good mix. It's just, they got to.
Fans are going to be happy with the win. They get the free chicken sandwich.
All is good.
Wasn't there a time in your career where you...
Washington slashing, missed it short. Brooks tapped it up. There's Sheboy. Mr. Rebound himself with another carry. Brooks, pull-up jumper. He is
proving them wrong.
Yes, he is.
See, this is the challenge for Sheboy.
Oh, Carter missed the dunk, though. He bubble-gummed it. Had a wide open path. Wheeler, Brooks again, mid-range again, yes! Brooks, mid-range game, not that time. There's Shibwe, the ultimate reprieve for any shooter that's missing shots.
I call him a rebounding Pac-Man because he gobbles them up.
Now, he led the league in assists last year at Georgia. Wanted to try his hand somewhere else. And it's been a good pickup for Kentucky thus far. Beautiful feed. Oh,
NCAA tournament. This is a team, though, tonight. They're off to a very good start. You mentioned already, Tom, they missed 15 of their first 16 shots at St. Joe, so this is a different ballgame for them.
Nana Opoku gives Mount St. Mary's a 7-4 lead, and there's another one from Sheep. To start this game, where is their best option in the half court?
Well, obviously, they'll run a lot of pick and roll for Wheeler, and then he's got to be able to go downhill, and what teammates have to do is to follow him.
Shibwe with the denial and a steal.
Communication good on the Kentucky side, defensive end. Switching different guys that are setting screens. They're long and can be adjustment, and if
Cats had their hands full on opening night against Duke. And their talented duo. Shibwe on the glass again. Rebound number 7. Here's Wheeler. To Ty Washington for 3.
Great, but it's got to be one and done if you're Kentucky.
Well, 2 and done as Shibwe comes down with it. Nice feed, Shibwe. Because offensive rebounds or boards, he's willing to grab the trash. And there he is again. And Keon Brooks with a long stride.
And I know he's a guy that has already said he'd like 20 every game, and there's a calculator going on his mind, and he's going to try to figure out he needs 8 more.
He told me that at Pro Day, and I laughed. And I tweeted later, like, I guess I shouldn't have laughed. I didn't think that was realistic. And he comes out and does it the first 2 games, including against Duke. Here's Wheeler.
Beautiful pass.
Finds Shibwe.
Cal probably addressed it at halftime. He probably thought the Mountaineers were too comfortable on their offensive end. So I'm sure, and the reason we've seen this defense of Kentucky turn it up the second half, and it's allowed freedom then to get rebounded.
It'll be Oscar Shibwe, who played so well in the opener against Duke with the opening tip. And the Wildcats control it. We're here at Rupp Arena. 20,000 strong. Big Blue Nation ready for the home opener. Ball comes inside. Shibwe pivots, kicked out pass to Wheeler. Great ball movement to Grady on a 3.
Some of that shooting that we, fella, you can't just keep going inside like that. Yeah. You're going to keep getting it beat up, talking about the block shots. But I think that he's great for Sahvir Wheeler because he was a tremendous player in his own right. And you see a nice pass.
Those frequent flyer miles and hotel points. Wheeler. Back out, Washington. To Wheeler on the alley-oop. Another dime by. Going in on Collins. Shot is altered by Shibwe on the help. Here's Collins going to work. Allen on a spot up 3. Is by Justin Winston, the transfer from St. Bonaventure.
Yeah, he has 3 seasons remaining of eligibility, so plenty of time for him to continue to improve as that man Oscar.
It's every game this year, and that time left alone on another 3. Justin Winston heating up. Winston out of West Orange, New Jersey.
Got a nice touch at 6'8", 220 pounds. Kentucky's going to have to adjust. Nice pass.
Great look. And a great finish that time by... In the lane. That might have been an extra step, but it goes down as a shot and a miss. Wheeler, drive and kick, another 3. Another make for Davion. Steal by Wheeler. Wheeler off and running.
Nice look.
Finds a trailer. Top 4. Davion.
It's almost like Spirit jumped, and about halfway through the air, he said, I can't get up there.
96-56. Big Blue up by 40. Here's Washington finding Wheeler. Wheeler shake and bake, little drop, and the finish.
Is his.
Up top, straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of Kentucky's Bryce Hopkins. Slam for Collins.
They'll be calling his name a lot. He looks like a linebacker. Tough, competitive, and a playmaker. Can play the point, puts it on the deck, and can really shoot it. And how about the fact that he was high school teammates with Jeremy Roach, who he's now playing with again at Duke. They're a year apart. Shibwe gets it to go.
Kentucky has had open shots in this game. They just haven't knocked them down. They're 2 of 10 from the field. But it's not because they haven't received quality looks thus far.
Wheeler finds Toppin. Toppin's role appears to be expanding. John Calipari's been very complimentary to what he has done in practice in the exhibition games in terms of his energy.
His right hand, then got to the other side of the basket, tipped it in with his left. Those are some quick feet.
Good job by Banchero to stay down there. Toppin tried to go by him, but couldn't.
There's a high screen in the middle. Good pass.
Grady wide open in the corner.
Yes, maybe that was it.
Yeah. Washington guarded by Keels.
Kentucky really trying to spread the floor more. Good pass.
And Toppin tonight. How about Keels? What a night he's having.
Where he shoots it, drives it, and that is an NBA body. NFL body.
What a pass as Wheeler finds Grady, and Grady finds the... Ready now for the second half of our Sonic blockbuster matchup. The possession belongs to Kentucky. They are down 4 as we open up the second half. Wheeler over the top, and the lay-in for Shibwe. Banchero now with 14.
They put him wherever you want. He just overpowered Keon Brooks. He's limping down the other end, but he can take a bigger guy and take him on the perimeter. He can take a guy that's not quite as strong and post him up.
And again over the top. Wheeler to Shibwe.
Anytime Shibwe sets a screen and rolls hard to the basket, he can drag the defense with him.
Brooks for 3. Into the chest of Shibwe. And the rebound to Grady. Kentucky can cut into the deficit again. Nice pass inside, but good defense by John. Wheeler, beautiful feed to Shibwe.